The sunset paints the savanna in gold. The camera glides over endless plains where zebras and antelopes graze peacefully. Suddenly, a desperate cry. Ranger Michael stops his jeep and listens. The sound comes from a dried-up waterhole. As he approaches, he sees a young elephant calf struggling in the muddy pit. Its trunk reaches upward, eyes wide with fear. The soil pulls it deeper with every movement. Nearby, a massive mother elephant circles, trumpeting, stomping the ground. Any attempt to help could cost Michael his life. The mother suddenly turns toward him. Michael freezes. One thought hammers in his mind. If I make the wrong move, she'll attack. Slowly, he steps back, showing he's not a threat. She doesn't charge but refuses to leave. She stands guard over the pit like a sentinel. Michael hurries back to his jeep, pulling out ropes, stakes, and a shovel. He drives the stakes into the ground, fastens the rope, and makes the first attempts to pull the calf out. But the mud is too slick. The rope slips, and the baby lets out a piercing cry. The mother roars, shaking the earth. It feels like she's about to charge. The tension rises. Michael's hands tremble. Sweat runs down his face. He speaks softly to her. "I'm not your enemy. Let me help." The elephant quiets, staring into his eyes. In that moment, an unspoken trust begins to form between man and beast. He pulls again. The soil collapses, and for a moment the calf almost escapes, but then slips back in. In despair, it raises its trunk, crying out like a child. The sound chills the air. The mother takes a step closer, but holds her ground, her eyes locked on Michael. Michael decides to risk it all. He edges closer to the pit, fastening the rope firmly around the calf's body. The mother towers only a few feet away. One wrong move, and it could be his end. The suspense is unbearable. The rope is secured. Michael jumps into the jeep, starts the engine, and slowly begins to pull. The elephant trumpets, dust rising, the ground shaking, but inch by inch, the calf begins to move upward. Every moment feels like victory and failure colliding. Finally, with one last heave, the calf slips free of the mud, covered in clay but alive. The mother rushes forward, pressing him close with her trunk, checking every part of his body. Michael turns off the engine and steps back, letting them reunite. The mother suddenly turns to face him. Silence. The audience holds their breath. Then she raises her trunk high and releases a long, deep trumpet. Not an attack, but a thank you. The calf stands beside her, and together they walk back toward the herd. Michael remains still, breathing heavily, realizing he has just witnessed a miracle that will stay with him forever. Michael remains standing, watching as the mother and her calf slowly disappear into the golden sunset. The wind rustles through the grass, and for a moment, it feels as if the entire savanna is holding its breath. He smiles to himself, realizing the danger has passed, but his heart is still pounding from the tension. He returns to his vehicle and sits down, leaning on the steering wheel. In the distance, the roar of lions and the cries of birds can be heard, but now, they don't frighten him. They feel like part of a vast, living symphony. Michael takes out his notebook and quickly makes notes. Every detail of this rescue is important for his report. The light softens, casting long shadows across the ground. Michael notices tracks of other animals approaching the waterhole. They step cautiously toward the fresh water, as if sensing that everything is now safe. He feels that he has been part of something greater than just a rescue, part of the delicate balance of nature. Suddenly, he hears a soft rustle. Turning, he sees a small warthog cautiously stepping to the edge of the pit. He smiles, realizing that life goes on, and even the smallest creatures on this savanna struggle and survive. Every moment is filled with significance and fragile beauty. Michael starts the engine and slowly drives through the savanna, his gaze fixed on the horizon. A gentle sadness fills his heart. He is leaving his new friends behind, but also gratitude for witnessing a miracle. The sun sets completely, painting the horizon in shades of purple and gold, and Michael realizes this day has changed him forever, teaching him the value of courage, trust, and the power of nature.